It's bordering chaos. $14 billion in cargo stranded at sea. Crews go crazy on ghost ships. The fallout from last week's historic bankruptcy of one of the world's biggest shipping lines, Hanjin Shipping, continued with little resolution. With as much as $14 billion worth of cargo stranded at sea, according to the Wall Street Journal. That's insane. Sending cargo owners scurrying to try to recover their goods and get them to customers. Since Hanjin's bankruptcy protection filing, dozens of ships carrying more than 500,000 cargo containers have been denied access to ports around the world because of uncertainty about who would pay docking fees, container storage, and unloading bills. Some of these ships have been seized by the company's creditors. As Bloomberg adds, 85 Hanjin ships that have been effectively marooned offshore as ports in the US, Asia, and Europe have turned the company's ships away. The worry is that Hanjin ships won't be able to pay port fees or their contents might be seized by creditors, which would disrupt port operations. The global shipping distribution comes just as companies are shipping merchandise to fill shelves and warehouses for the end-of-year holiday season. Earlier this week, South Korean authorities rushed to piece together a capital injection. Hanjin Group will provide 100 billion won, $90 million, including 40 billion won from Chairman Cho Young-ho to help contain disruptions in the supply chain. At the same time, South Korea's ruling party asked the government to offer about 100 billion won in low-interest loans to the shipping line if Hanjin Group provides collateral, in what is effectively a government-funded DIP loan. Some have calculated that the funding package won't be enough. South Korea's Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries estimates Hanjin Shipping needs more than 600 billion won to cover unpaid costs like fuel, including about 100 billion won immediately for payments such as to port operators to undergo cargo from stranded ships. To unload cargo from stranded ships, Again, this is a continued report on what we reported on just recently. This is insane. And as you can see here with this image, of course, there are so many different areas and places, or in other words, ports, that these ships could dock, but they're just kind of sitting in the ocean. Billions of dollars is just sitting in the ocean. There is something coming with the economy. There is no doubt about it. People want to say, no, it's not, there's nothing going to happen, so on and so forth. The economy is not in a good place at all, globally. Not just in the US and not just in South Korea. The world is on the edge. That's about all. I mean, I was going to try and tone it down, but the world's on the edge. After the Brexit, and of course they're going to use the Brexit as a big excuse. It's going to disrupt markets all around the world and so on and so forth. And now you have the shipping industry, which is it's getting hammered. It's bordering chaos, as Zero Hedge calls it. $14 billion in cargo is stranded at sea, folks. The crews are going crazy on Hanjin ghost ships. Things are beginning to take a massive downturn, and we are finally beginning to see a massive effect around the world because of it. And of course, we're going to continue to see the effects as time goes on. But that's all the information I've got for you right now. I want to thank you all for watching and listening. God bless and carry on.